Hi everybody, my name is Rashida and I am on a journey of conceiving baby number 3 with my husband, Tramar. So this is not my first rodeo with YouTube. I actually have another channel helping women start and build their businesses. I'm actually in my showroom now. I have an online shoe store and a showroom, and we'll be opening other locations very soon after this crazy pandemic is over. So I just want to give a little backstory. On my other channel, some moms who are trying to conceive actually reached out to me and wanted to know how I was able to unblock my tubes naturally. I did go to a fertility specialist and they told me the only way that I would be able to conceive is through IVF, which is not true. So if you're interested in seeing how I unblock my tubes naturally, keep on watching. All right, so the first things first, a little backstory. My husband and I have been trying to conceive our third baby, hopefully a boy, for about 15 months now. I have a 12-year-old daughter and a 7-year-old daughter. We are dying for a boy. We're actually going to try for 2 more. When we first started trying, we were not getting pregnant at all. I did not know what was going on because, of course, I've had 2 prior pregnancies. So we thought it'd be fairly easy to go ahead and have another baby. Well, that was not the case. So what had happened was we had tried for about 6 months. Nothing was happening. So I decided to go to my doctor to see if I can get an HSG done, which I did, and it did find that both my tubes were blocked. Now, I won't say that they were severe, but they were badly blocked enough, of course, for me to not be able to conceive. So I did some research after being told that my only option would be to do IVF. Of course, they're going to tell you that because they want to make money. So I did research on my own. I held off on the fertility IVF treatment and decided to do extensive research, and I found a lot of products that really helped me unblock my tubes. I was very adamant on unblocking my tubes, and it actually happened fairly quickly. So the first thing I used was castor oil packs. I used them not during my menstrual, but right after I had stopped bleeding, but I stopped during ovulation. When you're getting ready to ovulate, you're actually able to rotate the castor oil pack and put it on your liver so that your hormonal balance can be back in sync. So I did that for a full month. And then while doing the castor oil packs, I started taking serapeptase. I used the brand Doctor's Best, and I'll actually leave links down below so that you all can see where I got them from. But I used the Doctor's Best, and I used 120,000 MUI, I believe it is. And I took 3 a day starting off. Gradually, I then progressed up to about 5 or 6 pills a day. A lot of women have asked me on my other channel, how did I know when the serapeptase started working? So for me, I started getting dry blotches on my skin. That's how I knew I can stop taking the serapeptase. So the purpose of serapeptase is to eat unwanted enzymes in scarred tissue. So of course, when your tubes are blocked, it's just scarred tissue that's preventing the egg from being released into your uterus, okay? So the serapeptase ate those unwanted enzymes and scarred tissue. I found a way to be able to keep up with it because I had a hernia removed right after my 2nd pregnancy. So when I had my hernia removed, of course, it left a big scar right under my belly button. So as I started taking the serapeptase and time went on, I saw that scar begin to decrease a lot. So it's literally just a dark line there with no scar. Those thick scars, I'm not sure what they call keloids, I don't know. But that scar was diminishing, like it's completely gone, and all I have is just a dark line right there where my scar used to be. So that's how I knew I was able to stop taking the serapeptase. And it took me about 2.5, 3 weeks for the serapeptase to fully work. Another example is my husband has a big knot on his forehead. Well, he did have a big knot on his forehead that he got when he was about 7 years old running into a pole. So I told him, I said, well, hey, take the serapeptase. It'll eat up that scar tissue and your knot will go down. So my husband, he didn't go as drastic as I did and take 5 or 6. He only took about 2 every day. And I told him, I said, you'll know when to stop taking it because you'll see blotches on your skin if you react the same. And that's what happened. But with my blotches, I had dry blotches all over, like everywhere you can imagine. Like, that's how many I had. But my husband, he just had it on his private area and he freaked out. Sorry, TMI, but that's how he knew it was working. And I told him to go ahead and stop because his knot had gone. So I told him, you can go ahead and stop taking it, don't take it anymore, and you just use coconut oil to get your skin back the way it was. And that's what I did. I used coconut oil and shea butter and I was fine. The next thing I use is 2 fertility Chinese teas. I will also leave those 2 fertility teas at in the description box. So how do you drink those teas is I drink them about 2 to 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I don't like breakfast, so usually I probably drink them for lunch and dinner. You mix both of them together, let it steep for 5 minutes, and you drink it. It's not a bad tasting tea. It isn't the best, but it's not bad. I can stomach it, so it wasn't that bad. You just take 1 scoop of each tea, put it in put in your tea, stir it up a little bit and let it steep, and you're good to go. And do it 2 or 3 times a day. And then for about 2 weeks, your tubes may be unblocked depending on the severity of it. Also, I found myself after I did this method, all 3 of these together, when I went to wipe, I saw a lot of scar tissue come out. So I was extremely happy, and I was extremely happy to see that my scar tissue, you know, was gone. So I went back for another HSG, and lo and behold, my tubes were unblocked. I will do another detailed video and show you the actual products that I used. So this is just a little backstory, but my tubes were unblocked. And and another thing, do not drink those teas while you're on your menstrual because it increases blood flow. So yes, so I did that. Lo and behold, my tubes were unblocked. And then my next problem was, okay, I started getting pregnant, and then now I couldn't stay pregnant. So I had got my tubes unblocked. So this is where I am today. Now I'm trying to stay pregnant, which I think I have found the answer to my problems. So I always keep a log of my whole cycles, and this cycle I had been very detailed. So this cycle I'm actually using Brazil nuts, pineapples, soft cups, pre-seed, and aspirin to keep me pregnant. So hopefully this will be our month. I'm actually on cycle day 19. I'm actually 2 days past ovulation. I have a very regular cycle. My cycle are 30 days. I always ovulate on cycle day 17, and I'll always get my surge on cycle day 16. I will definitely show you my log. Now, with my log, I'm very obsessive when it comes to taking notes and everything. So this is my log. It looks a little crazy, but as you can see, I have all my ovulation tests. I started at cycle day 13, knowing that I wasn't going to get a surge, but I like to see the lines progress. Here where it says surge, that's where I actually got my surge at 6:30 p.m. Was my first surge at cycle day 16. So I knew for a fact we should baby dance that day. My plan was to baby dance 4 days in a row. That's 2 days before I ovulated, the day before I ovulated, the day of ovulation, and the day after ovulation. But it didn't happen that way. So I will actually make another video going in detail what I'm doing day by day to see if I did conceive, and of course I know I'm going to conceive because I always get pregnant. It's just the issue is that I can't stay pregnant. So all of my tips and tricks in here are things that I did to try to maintain the pregnancy. Hope that I am pregnant is to maintain it. So if it is, then I will definitely share with you all everything I did. I have been very precise. Everything I do, I do it at the same time every day. I'll actually make a video so that you can see my log day by day on the things that I do. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you all stick with me on this fertility journey. If you have been told by IVF doctors or fertility doctors that you're not able to conceive naturally, there is a way. There definitely is a way. My friend also conceived with no tubes, so you can get pregnant. You just have to do a lot of research and keep faith and just keep going. Don't give up. So I thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. I'm going to upload videos 2 to 3 times a week so that we can keep up with this progress. I look to see you in the next video. Bye.